Hi everyone, my name is Akash and welcome to PySpark Learning Hub. In this video, we will be solving an PySpark problem. All the problem I will be discussing are sourced from various platforms like LeetCode, HackerRank, SQLPad, or they are from real interview scenarios. I will be demonstrating my approach or my way of solving PySpark problem. Any PySpark problem solving process typically involves few important steps. Step 1, understanding and discussing the problem. Step 2, identifying the input data and expected output. Step 3, writing the PySpark code to solve the problem. Alright, let's see today's problem statement. Today's problem statement, it is game plan analysis 1. So the problem statement is write a solution to find the first login date of each player. Return the result table in any order. So the problem statement is to find the login date, first login date, not only login date, when a particular user is logged in first. And for each player, we have to display their first login date. Okay. So this is also a easy problem. Okay. The difficulty level of this problem is easy. I will be sharing this schema and data with you. I will be basically sharing this document. So you can refer the schema and this data set so that you can solve this particular problem parallelly. Let's see step 2, identifying the input data and expected output. Let's see how does the input data looking like. So for input data, we have a user or activity table or data frame, you can say, where we have column player ID, device ID, event date, and gameplay. So the problem statement is for each user or for each player when they have logged in first time. Okay, you have to display that date. Okay, the player ID, and you have to display their first login date. For example, for user 1, if you see, you have two entries. One is on first date of third month and second is second date of fifth month, right? So between this is the first login date, which is first March, right? So we are displaying that as a output. For 2, we have only one entry, so that is the first login date. So for third, again we have two entries. So the first login date is 2nd of March, right? So that's why we have displayed this. So this is an interesting problem. Again, to solve this, we will use Windows function because it is easier to solve it in Windows function. So if you have some other approach also, you can solve it and comment it so that we'll get to know what is the various way we can solve a particular problem, right? So this is the step 2. And before starting step 3, I want you all to pause this video and try to solve it. If you did not get the solution is also, it is fine, but it is important to give a try. Remember, practice is the only way to learn PySpark. So I will keep repeating this before every step 3 so that you will have to try by yourself. Then only you will get to know the ideas will come from your mind. Okay. If you did not try, if you see how I am solving the problem, you will have a single minded problem solving approach. But if you try by yourself, again, you will have a various ideas, okay, to solve one particular problem. So that's why I usually stretch saying that you try first. If you did not get it, then you can come and watch again, and you can have my approach also, how I have solved this particular problem, right? So let's go to step 3 now. Let's go to our Jupyter notebook. I have already created a Spark session and imported all the required libraries and functions. So let me execute this thing. And this is the schema what we have, and this is the data what we have. Let's create the data frame first. User df I will create is equal to, we'll use spark dot create data frame, and in argument we usually give the data comma the schema, right? So let's give and let's try to execute the show function. Okay, let me execute this and see how does the output looking like. Wait. Okay, so yeah, this is how the input we have achieved the input data frame. Now to solve this thing, in previous video also we have seen a Windows function which is lag. To solve this we can use rank function, right? I will show you how we have to solve this. For each user what we have to do is we have to rank each date. Okay, rank it based on date. Okay, just again understand how we can use rank function. Okay, we have to use rank function and perform a partition by player. Okay, if we just use rank function it will assign based on event date, but we want for each player we want the ranking, so we have to firstly use the partition by user and then order it by event date, right? By default it is ascending order, so we want it has to be a ascending order, so we will create one more column as rank and we will partition it by player id and order it by event date, so that for every first login the ranking will be 1. For example, for first user the ranking will be 1, for second it should be 1, and for third, for this particular row we will get 1 as a ranking. Okay, let's see how we can write that logic. So I have given you hint also how to solve this problem. You can jump onto your Jupyter notebook and you can solve this particular problem. If you did not get, you can again come and watch this video. Okay, let's import the Windows function and the rank function. So how do we import? From PySpark.sql.functions, import what all things we need. We need column, we need rank. Okay, we need rank, and I think we are good here. Yeah, only rank function, and we need Windows function from PySpark dot SQL dot Windows function. Okay, import Windows. Okay, so now how do we write the logic? Okay, how do we write any Windows function? In previous video also I've shown it. I will again show here. Okay, firstly we have to create a new column. Okay, so with column statement we can use with column. Okay, and we will give first login. Okay, first login as a new column name, and here we will use rank function. Okay, dot we have to use over here. Okay, in over you have to use the Windows thing, Windows dot, which function we have to use here? Partition by, right? So partition by, for we have to partition it by which column? We have to partition it by player id. Okay, for each player it should rank the event date in ascending order. So if we are using partition by, it will rank it with the help of player id dot. I will show if we did not use player ID, what will be the output. Okay, if we don't use player ID as partition by, then you will get a ranking something like based on which is the latest date. So you will get this is the latest date, right? This you will get as 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4, this is 5. Okay, let's see that also. Okay, let's not use partition by. Let me hide this thing. Okay, let me hide this thing so that we can reuse again. Windows dot, let's just do the order by. Okay, order by, order by event date. If we use what it will do is it will assign dot show function. Okay, we have one more extra column. Okay, it will assign, it will create first login and it will assign 1 2 3 4 based on order event date. It will assign ranking 1 for this, 2 for this, 3 for fifth month, fourth for sixth month, and fifth for 7th month. Okay, it will assign a ranking something like this. Let's see the result. See, we don't want this thing. For each user, we want what is the latest date. Okay. So it is assigning the ranking 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't want for each player. To perform for each player, we use the partition by. Hope you have got my explanation. Okay. For each player, if you want to partition by, you want to partition it by player ID. Okay. So that's why we are using this partition by. If we use like this, for this first user you will get ranking 1 2. Okay, for 2 you will get ranking 1, and for 3 you will get 1 2. Okay, let's see, execute this statement. Okay, I think we have some spaces issue here. So okay, okay, I think we have not partition it by this thing, and we have to close it here. Okay, there you go. See, for first user, for latest event date, or the first event date, sorry, not latest, the first login date, you got rank as 1. Okay, so we have 3 rank. If you see the first login date, you have ranking as 1. So what we have to do here is we have to just apply a filter on top of first login, where first login is equal to 1, right? So let's save this particular result into a result df. Okay, I will save this into result df is equal to this, and let me save this particular dot show function. Let's do the show function. Okay, let's do the show function. Now we have this as a result. So what we have to do is just apply the filter and get the event date. So this we have done multiple times. Now you have to tell me which function I have to use to just get login date as 1. Yes, that is correct. Filter we have to use. Okay, filter or where condition, both you can use. Column. Okay, this column should be equal to 1. Okay, let's see if we are getting it or not. There you go. See, we have all the dates. Now we don't want all these columns, right? In the expected output, we want only player ID and first login date. Correct. So how do we get that? With the help of which function? Select function. That's correct. So column, we need player ID. Correct. And what else we need? If you need multiple columns, you just use you can mention it with the help of comma separated, right? So let's use column again, column, and this particular thing. Now let's try to show it. There you go. So we have achieved. Oh, sorry. Instead of first login, we need event date, right? So yeah, my apologies. So we need event date. So we are getting 1 to 25. Let's see, 1 to 25. Okay, for third, yeah, we okay, for third we have second date. Okay, for third we have second, and for second we have 25 date. So we have achieved the expected output. So this is how we have to solve any PySpark problem. Remember the steps which I have explained in this video. Try to apply the same approach to solve any PySpark problem. Remember, practice is the only way to learn PySpark. Tell us how you have solved this problem in the comment section. Don't forget to like and share this video to help others on their PySpark journey. The more you practice, the better you become. So keep practicing and keep learning. Thank you.